I didn't see you there. All right, guys, we're getting ready. We're gonna do an upper body workout, a lower body workout, and an ab beach body workout to get ready for summer. Let's go.
We're gonna start this workout off with wide stance squats. This one's really gonna get your legs warmed up. Make sure you point your knees out in line with your toes, and you really sit back into that squat and get your butt as low to the ground as you can. This one's gonna target your glutes a little bit more. Notice how I have the dumbbells in between my legs so that I am evenly distributing the weight. Moving into small jump squats, this one's gonna make it a little bit more difficult and get your heart rate up. And on to the next movement. These are curtsy lunges with a side glute kick. This one really is gonna get your glutes fired up and ready to go. Make sure on this one that you're stepping your back foot back behind the other knee and to an angle at the side. When you step together, you're going straight into a side glute kick, squeezing at the top. Notice how I have the dumbbell placed on the side of my quad so that the tension is distributed at the right place. You are kind of kicking at an angle so that you really feel this in your abductor muscles. In the next movement, we are moving into resistance band glute kicks. First, we are stepping side to side to focus more on those abductor muscles, get them fired up even more. Then we are moving straight into upward glute kicks. We're kicking our heel straight to the sky and focusing on pulling against that tension. Feel free to use any resistance band level that you would like to use. Here I am using the easiest band in the Fitccessory pack, which comes in a pack of 3. Make sure that you are not kicking out too wide, but instead focusing on the squeeze at the top. You may go for anywhere between 8 to 20 reps, as many as you want to do. This next movement is tricky and is really going to test your balance. It is a single leg deadlift into a reverse fly. So in the deadlift, you are slightly bending that knee and kicking the back foot behind you to get your glutes activated. On the leg that is planted, you should feel a nice stretch in your hamstring when you bend your back straight over. When you perform the fly, this one's gonna work your rear delt muscles, which is the back of your shoulder, that nice line back there that you wanna get. Focus on your balance for this one. If you cannot perform both moves at the same time, please do a single deadlift first, get that one down, and then move into the reverse fly. Do as many as you can on one leg, and then move on to the next. I throw in 90-degree jump squats in order to get my heart rate up in between sets. You may hold dumbbells or you may not, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. If you want to make it easier, you can hold the dumbbells beneath your legs instead of up in front of your chest. Okay, on our backs again, grabbing the resistance band, you're gonna place it just above your knee, and we're gonna do single leg hip thrusts. Make sure on this one that you are pressing with your heel that is on the ground, and you have your other foot in line with your knee. You kind of want to make both legs even, thrusting upwards and squeezing your glute at the top. You are going to feel your glute on your planted leg, so you're isolating one side at a time to really get each side warmed up. Remember that we are always stronger on one side, and sometimes we might use one side more than the other when we do double leg movements. And although we will do double leg movements on this one, it is really good to isolate each side at a time before you perform the double leg movement to get each side warmed up correctly. All right, now time for some upper body and total body. Who doesn't like burpees? These are gonna hit your abs, shoulders, back, arms, legs, and more. This next movement is for anyone who wants to get their arms toned for summer. This one you are focusing on your bicep muscles and you are doing 2 variations of a bicep curl. The first one is coming straight to the front and then out at an angle to the sides. Make sure at the bottom of the movement you straighten your arms completely. If you have your elbows a little bit bent, you are not getting the full extension and you are not working your entire bicep region. It's very important that you get the full range of motion on this one. More shoulder movements here. We are doing around the world. So you're starting at an underhand grip with the dumbbells and you're simply bringing them up above your head with your elbows slightly bent. So think of this as doing kind of like a jumping jack motion. That's the best way I can describe it. Straight over your head. You want to feel this the most on the way down. Then all we're doing after this is stepping straight out into a squat, and we're squatting down into a front raise to work the front end of your shoulders. Now this one's a little bit tricky, so make sure that you have your form right. You are simply going up to eye level for the front raises after you do the squat movement. Next, we're going to work the front side of our delt into a tricep extension. So on both of these movements, you're keeping your elbows in. So you're pressing straight up, elbows above your head, and then we are going straight back into a tricep extension. Now on the tricep extension, you really want to go all the way down until you feel a nice stretch in your tricep, and then come all the way up. That will ensure that you're getting the full range of motion, which is very, very important. Now we are doing bent over rows for our lower back into a tricep extension. This one you should really feel the burn on. You'll feel this in your lower back, our love handle area, as well as the back of your triceps, which is another hard to target area and a place that many women store fat. Keep your back bent over on this one, and back. And push back. A few more here. Same thing, about 12 reps of these. Make sure that you are picking a weight that you're comfortable with to where you can perform both movements simultaneously. Really focus on the squeeze for this one. You got it. Next, we're doing a plank into a push-up position. This one's really going to keep your heart rate up in between sets. It's going to work your core, your shoulders, as well as your chest muscles. Now for the fun part, abs. We're going to go into crunches with a chest press at the top. So what you're going to do is hold dumbbells that you're comfortable with, simply crunching upwards, pressing against your chest. Now all you're going to do afterwards is lift your feet up and we're going to go into a Russian twist. So you are bringing the dumbbell all the way to the sides to focus on those oblique muscles. These are another hard to reach place for many women. Make sure you breathe. Don't hold your breath on these ones. Side to side. For this next ab movement, we are placing a dumbbell in between our feet. You really want to squeeze the dumbbell with both of your feet, bringing your knees into your chest and back down. Do not touch your feet on the ground. I know you want to, please don't. The next ab movement, we're doing alternating V-ups. So on this one, you want to have your legs slightly bent, again, not touching your feet to the ground, and you are tapping the dumbbell to your knee and bringing them down. So it's almost like a crunch with a leg raise. The next thing we're doing are side oblique crunches, and then next, leg lifts. So on these ab movements, you can perform as many reps as you would like. I would go for about 15 to 30 reps, or you can time yourself for 30 seconds to 1 minute of each movement. Challenge yourself and don't be afraid to work hard.